So, I finally got my hands on the new iPhone 16 Plus and the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So in this video, I'll tell you what's new from the hardware's perspective and the best tips and tricks to set up your new iPhones with the new iOS 18 since the public version is finally out right now. Now let's start with the unboxing. So what's new for this Plus model is that the visuals of the rear part of the phone is in front of the box instead of the phone screen last year. So there's the exact color of your choice, which I went with the new teal color for this iPhone 16 Plus model. At the back, there's the usual pull tabs on top and at the bottom. And speaking of the bottom, here's where you'll find the storage variant, which I chose the 512GB option. Now after removing the box cover, you'll immediately see the phone inside. Then there's the SIM ejector pin together with the USB-C to USB-C braided cable. Then for the first time ever for an iPhone, there's no Apple stickers in the box. Just the usual paperwork but in an oval shape instead. Then as for the iPhone 16 Pro Max, there are the visuals of the screen in front of the box. Then other than the pull tabs at the back for the top and bottom, it shows the variant down there as well, which I went with the new Desert Titanium color with 1TB of storage, since I'll be shooting lots of Apple ProRes log videos on this phone. Now after removing the box cover, you'll immediately see the phone inside. Then there's the SIM ejector pin together with the USB-C to USB-C braided cable. And yes, no Apple stickers in this Pro variant too. Sad but true. So this teal color is one of the new colors announced this year, where there's also the ultramarine, pink, the usual black, and white also makes a comeback as well. Now it has a matte finish at the back, and not only does it feel amazing in the hands because of the curved edges, and since the sides are also in a matte finish, so it doesn't attract any fingerprints at all, so that was indeed a huge plus. Pun intended. Then last year's action button, which was exclusive for the iPhone 15 Pro, was brought down to all of the regular non-Pro variants, which was great to know. And then there's also the new camera control for easy access to not only load the camera app by pressing it once, but if you press it again, it will take a picture. Then if you give it a light double press, it opens a further menu where you can slide up and down for the different menu options for the exposure, depth, zoom, changing cameras, changing the photographic styles and the picture tones as well. And when you light press it once, you'll be in one of those menu options. Then you can slide up and down to change the values accordingly. Finally, by pressing and holding this camera control, it records a video and it will stop the video recording once you let it go. Now this camera control works in any orientation, whether or not it's vertical and horizontal orientation as well. And coming soon will be the ability to use Apple's visual intelligence with this camera control, which I'll dive deeper as soon as that feature comes out. Now also mentioned in my first impressions video when I was at Steve Jobs Theatre, the camera arrays are on a vertical orientation instead of the diagonal arrangement last year. And this is to allow for spatial video recording, which unfortunately I do not have the Apple Vision Pro, but yes, I did test it when I was at Apple Park and the experience was #amazing. Then the chipset that powers the iPhone 16 Plus also has seen a huge upgrade from the A16 Bionic to this A18 Bionic chipset, which jumps from a 4nm process chip to a 3nm chip. Then the battery is also bigger now, and since I don't have the exact specs of the battery, but no worries, because you should stay tuned for my in-depth review of this phone, as the iPhone 15 Plus last year gave me a massive battery of almost 9 hours of screen on time, so let's see how much more that we will get on this new iPhone 16 Plus. Next, let's move on to the big daddy, the iPhone 16 Pro Max. And as much as I really love white, I went with a new Desert Titanium color instead, since this is the new hero color instead of the titanium white or the similar natural titanium last year and the usual black titanium as well. It still feels very nice in the hands, especially the sides too, and this feels overall similar to last year's iPhone 15 Pro Max. And this time around, it apparently weighs about 6 grams more, which I couldn't really feel any difference because of the larger screen on the iPhone 16 Pro Max, bumping up from 6.7 inches to a massive 6.9 inches, the biggest iPhone screen ever, and the bezels are also thinner, making it the best 6.9-inch smartphone that I've ever seen. Then a huge upgrade is also on the rear ultra-wide lenses, which has a significant jump from a 12 megapixel to a massive 48 megapixel. So stay tuned for my in-depth camera test on how well this new camera lenses does, especially for the 4K 120 FPS video recording as well. Then battery life is also said to be improved once again, and I'll also get that tested as well in my in-depth review and find out how well it has improved from last year's consistent 7 hours plus of screen on time that I got. And and there's also faster wireless charging with a new MagSafe charger and a Qi 2 compatibility as well. And since the camera control is available for all of the iPhone 16 series, so it is available for this iPhone 16 Pro Max as well, with the exact control and features as mentioned earlier, and similar controls for the upcoming Apple Visual Intelligence 2. Then the other obvious upgrade is also the A18 Pro Bionic chipset, as how it usually gets the update every single year. Alright, next let's talk about the best iOS 18 tip that you must know since it is finally out publicly. Now the first thing that you can and must do is to change your home screen look, because for the first time you can now move icons wherever you want. Oh wait, there's an Android fanboy typing away in the comment section, so let's just wait and then remove the negative comment, okay? Alright, let's move on. So yes, you can drag it to any part of your screen, and you can also customize your icon to change color for every single icon on the iPhone. Yep, instead of some phones where it changes only on some icons or some apps. Yep, I'm looking at you, nothing. And what's extra sweet is that you can pick a specific color on your screen using the color picker available too, to match your current wallpaper if you like as well. Now you can also switch to the dark mode set of icons, and if you want your app to show no labels or any writing on the apps, to get a nice, clean and minimal aesthetics, just select the large icons and you're all set. Next, you can even now hide apps. So if you hide that app that you don't want anybody to see that you have, Tinder. Just touch and hold the app that you want to hide and then select hide and require Face ID. Then there'll be a hidden folder where you cannot see how many apps if you have it over there. And besides hiding it, you can also use to lock an app using your Face ID as well. And this can be done by touching and holding the app, but this time around you just select the require Face ID option instead. Then the control center has also been upgraded, which includes different pages, and you can also either swipe accordingly, or you can use a one-hand gesture to slide according to the different menus as well. And just like the home screen, you can also choose to resize or move the icons over here as well. Oh, and then there's the new flashlight, where in here you can adjust the brightness of the flashlight and also the width or even the focus of the flashlight as well. And speaking of the customization, the lock screen icons at the bottom are also customizable too. Then other updates include the redesigned Photos app, which does not have the typical pages that you're used to, but now it has a single scrolling page that has categories that has access to everything. Because why have tons of pages when you can have everything easily seen on a single page? Then the Messages app has also added text animations, and there's more reactions with stickers and added emojis as well, compared to having the 6 default reactions that we are all used to. And you can even schedule messages to, the time where you thought of something that you wanted to ask your friend, which you randomly remembered at 3 AM and don't want to seem like you're a creep messaging them in some weird timing. So yeah. Oh wait, let's call back the Android fanboy. Yo, buddy, come back. Okay. Because there's the RCS text messaging too, which means that if you're sending photos or videos to an Android device, the files will not be compressed similar to how it is on the Messages app as usual when we send it from iPhone to iPhone. Now it is also applicable from iPhone to Android devices as well. Then there's also the new Passwords app, which is a dedicated password app that stores your password more securely throughout all of your Apple devices. Then if you use the Notes app a lot, you'll be pleased to know that you can solve equation automatically, and you can even record an audio note and transcribe it real time as well. Then the Calculator app has a massive change to switch between the regular to the scientific calculator, and you can also do money exchange rate conversions or other conversions over there too, and view the calculator history as well. Then finally, there's also a dedicated game mode too. So yes, this game mode is best to reduce distractions and give the extra boost of performance while gaming. So as of the making of this video, the pre-order of this new iPhone 16 series has already started, and it will be out this Friday for the first time ever, the same time as the US. Well, I'll leave links down below for more info on that, and I'll also see you at Apple The Exchange TRX store, where I'll be there in person to give you the extra moral support as well. And stay tuned for my in-depth reviews of these two phones coming soon, and subscribe if you guys haven't.